Every once in a while, a conspiracy theory emerges that is so strange, so absurd, and so filled with bizarre coincidences that it refuses to die. Some theories are built on hidden documents. Some are built on secret witnesses. Some are built on blurry photographs and unanswered questions. And then there are theories built on something even stranger: books. Books written more than 100 years ago. Books that appear to describe a young boy named Trump who travels through time, who is guided by a mysterious mentor, who discovers a hidden passage beneath the earth, and whose adventures culminate in the discovery of a civilization lost to history. Coincidence? Almost certainly, according to historians. Or a breadcrumb left behind by someone who knew something they shouldn't have known. That is exactly where the rabbit hole begins. Tonight, on Stranger Thangs, we open the door to one of the internet's strangest modern myths. The alleged connection between Donald Trump, the inventor Nikola Tesla, a little-known government scientist named John Trump, and a theory that suggests the 45th President of the United States may not just be a political anomaly, but a man who was supposed to be here. So dim the lights. Turn the clocks backward. And step carefully. Because tonight, we are chasing a ghost through time. Our story begins not in the 21st century. Not in New York. Not in Washington, D.C. But in the late 19th century. The year is 1889. An author and lawyer named Ingersoll Lockwood publishes a strange children's novel called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. Now, at first glance, this sounds like a normal fantasy tale from the era. The late 1800s were filled with stories about exploration, hidden worlds, and strange civilizations. Think Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Think Journey to the Center of the Earth. But then you start reading. The main character is a young aristocrat named Baron Trump. Not Baron. Baron. And immediately, modern readers began connecting dots. Donald Trump has a son named Barron Trump. The spelling is different, but the pronunciation is nearly identical. And the similarities don't stop there. In Lockwood's story, Baron is a wealthy young boy who lives in a place called Castle Trump. He is guided by a mysterious mentor named Don. Yes. Don. A wealthy young Trump. A mentor named Don. Written more than a century before Donald Trump's presidency. That coincidence alone was enough to ignite thousands of YouTube videos, blog posts, and conspiracy forums. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. In 1896, Ingersoll Lockwood publishes another book. Its title? The Last President. And this is where the conspiracy theory truly takes off. The book tells the story of a shocking political outsider who unexpectedly wins the presidency of the United States. His victory causes massive protests. Crowds gather in the streets. People panic. The political establishment is stunned. Now, stop for a moment. A political outsider. An unexpected election. Protests in major cities. Sounds familiar. Especially after the 2016 presidential election. Conspiracy theorists pointed to one passage describing demonstrations near Fifth Avenue in New York City. And where is Trump Tower located? Fifth Avenue. The coincidence was enough for many believers to claim the books were not simply fiction. They argued they were predictions. Messages. Warnings. Or perhaps records. The Trump time travel theory did not begin in the 19th century. It exploded online after the 2016 election. Users on forums like Reddit, 4chan, and countless conspiracy websites began assembling what they considered impossible connections. They asked questions like, how could an author from the 1800s write about a boy named Trump guided by Don? How could another book appear to describe political chaos around a Trump-like presidency? Why did these books disappear into obscurity until exactly the right moment in history? But critics quickly responded. They pointed out that the books had been available in archives for decades. They noted that the late 1800s had many stories involving wealthy families, castles, explorers, and political upheaval. They argued that human beings are experts at recognizing patterns, even where no intentional connection exists. Psychologists call this phenomenon apophenia, the tendency to perceive meaningful connections between unrelated things. But for many people, the coincidences were simply too entertaining to ignore. And then the theory made a massive leap. From books to a man who supposedly unlocked the secrets of time itself. A man named Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was one of history's most brilliant and mysterious inventors. His work with alternating current helped shape the modern electrical world. He dreamed of wireless energy transmission, advanced communication systems, machines that could change civilization. But Tesla was also a man surrounded by legends. Some of those legends are true. Some are exaggerated. And some are pure fiction. One persistent myth claims that Tesla discovered a way to manipulate time. That he accidentally opened portals. That he saw into the past or future through electromagnetic experiments. There is no evidence that Tesla ever invented a time machine. No scientific documents support the claim. But the mythology surrounding Tesla became a perfect foundation for conspiracy theories. And then came 1943. The year Tesla died. On January 7, 1943, Nikola Tesla died in a room at the New Yorker hotel. Following his death, the United States government examined his papers due to concerns about potentially valuable wartime technology. The person commonly connected to the review of Tesla's materials was a scientist named John G. Trump. And this is where the conspiracy theory goes into overdrive. John Trump was a respected electrical engineer at MIT. He was also Donald Trump's uncle. According to the theory, John Trump discovered something extraordinary among Tesla's possessions. Not a new weapon. Not an energy device. But a machine. A method. A formula. The secret of time travel itself. The theory suggests that John Trump secretly preserved this technology and eventually passed the knowledge down through the Trump family. Some versions claim Donald Trump used this technology to visit the future. Others claim his son Baron is the true time traveler. Some even claim the books by Ingersoll Lockwood were planted in the past as evidence. A timeline created to ensure events unfolded exactly as they should. There is, however, no evidence that Tesla's papers contain time travel technology. The official review of Tesla's effects found no revolutionary device capable of altering time. But in the world of conspiracy theories, absence of evidence often becomes part of the mystery. One of the strangest versions of the theory centers not on Donald Trump, but his son Baron. Believers point to the similarities between Baron Trump and the fictional Baron Trump. They suggest the books were not predicting Donald Trump. They were predicting Baron. A young Trump. A child who would one day inherit knowledge from his family. The fictional Baron travels through hidden worlds. The modern Baron grew up in a world of wealth, secrecy, and global attention. For believers, the parallels feel almost designed. For skeptics, they are exactly what coincidences look like when viewed through the lens of hindsight. This is perhaps the most fascinating part of the entire story. Not whether Donald Trump is a time traveler. Not whether Tesla cracked the secrets of the universe. But why these stories captivate us. Human history is filled with prophecies. The writings of Nostradamus. Ancient predictions. Lost manuscripts that appear to describe modern events. We are a species that desperately wants to believe that history has a hidden script. That the universe leaves clues. That someone, somewhere, knows what comes next. The Trump time travel theory is a modern mythology built for the internet age. It combines old books, a famous inventor, a wealthy family, a controversial president, secret government investigations, and the oldest dream humanity has ever had: the ability to escape time itself. So what do we make of all of this? Did Ingersoll Lockwood accidentally create one of the strangest literary coincidences in history? Did John Trump uncover a secret hidden inside Nikola Tesla's files? Did a family from New York somehow gain access to knowledge from the future? Or is this entire mystery a perfect example of the human mind connecting scattered stars into a constellation that was never really there? We may never know why the pieces fit together as strangely as they do. But maybe that's why this story continues to survive. Because the greatest mysteries are not always the ones that are proven. Sometimes they are the ones that make us stare at the calendar on the wall and wonder whether time is really moving in only one direction. Until next time, I'm Malachi, and this has been Stranger Thangs. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and never stop searching the darkness for what might be hiding just beyond the edge of what we know.